might as well do it now. I know I'm a little late to the party, but I decided I'm going to do my impressions on the new Pokemon games that were announced. Pokemon X and Pokemon Y, and my chair is all messed up, but I don't care. There we go, that's good. Anyway, yeah, I really do enjoy the Pokemon series. I'm not afraid to admit it. And to all the people who think Pokemon are for little kids, well, go fuck yourselves. Anyway, yeah, I like Pokemon. Deal with it. Yeah. Okay, I think we babbled on long enough. Anyway, the trailer basically shows that this is going to be their first 3D game in the series. On the 3DS of all systems. Who would have thought? I didn't know anything about it, you know. I didn't know it was going to be on the 3DS. It was going to be full-fledged 3D. I mean, who would have thought? Yeah. Anyway, so, yeah, we're going to be having a 3D world. We're going to be having 3D Pokemon encounters and all that. This is of course going to be a brand new generation for Pokemon. Yeah, the 6th generation. And there's going to be a crap ton new Pokemon, and then there's going to be 1,000 Pokemon before we know it by the 8th generation. I guarantee it. Sorry, I just had to say that. I am making a record. Anyway, so yeah, so far only 5 out of all the Pokemon will be revealed so far, and well, I sure hope they actually have some decent ideas. I mean, don't get me wrong, Gen 5 was a good time for Pokemon. I mean, it fixed everything about the Pokemon series, because Gen 3 and Gen 4 were kind of bland. And in terms of Pokemon, I do think, and in terms of games in general, I think Gen 4 was a bit better than Gen 3, but not by much. Heart Gold and Soul Silver were really good games, though, so I recommend you get those. But, yeah. So, Gen 3 is when I started to not care. Gen 4 is when, because Sapphire is actually the first game in the series I actually picked up, and I thought was, you know, I tried to keep up with it and try and get into it, but it was just meh at best. And I eventually stopped playing it. I did get into Red and Blue, though, and then I got into Heart Gold and Soul Silver even more, so. And I've been a Pokemon fan ever since. And I did play Platinum for a little bit, but then that was, like, meh as well. I like the Pokemon in Gen 4. Lucario, I'm going to say right now, is my favorite Pokemon of all time. For reasons I will explain in possibly another video if you guys want me to. If you guys, you know, care. I'm all alone. Anyway, there are 5 new Pokemon announced, and it's going to be a 3D world, and the Eiffel Tower's in the background. If you want to look up the trailer, just type in Pokemon X Pokemon Y or something like that on YouTube, or Google it or something, and you'll see the trailer in there. I tell you right now, it's glorious. That and the Eiffel Tower's in there. Who knows, maybe this will be based on France now. I mean, we already got one. Most Pokemon locations are based on Japan until Gen 5 was based on America, and which is too generous. I'm sorry. With all the stuff in Black and White and Black and White 2 that they give to you, America's not that generous. I'm sorry. But I will say that I am really looking forward to these games, and I can't wait to see what they can really do. I hope they bring another large variety of Pokemon. Like I said, this is basically going to be what I think they should put on the game. This is that little part where I say, okay, put this stuff in the game, Nintendo. Do it, Nintendo. First up, and this looks like what it's going to be. Thank God. I hope they're putting a large variety of Pokemon in there. And I also saw a Dino. Again, thank God. I need a Pokemon made for grinding. But also, you know, it's about time we had a 3D game. And I hope they do have a large variety of Pokemon. You know, if not all of them. But, you know, I do hope they have a large variety of Pokemon. You know, because I like large varieties. because it's fun. I don't know. I mean, there was 300 Pokemon in my favorite game in the series so far, Black 2, White 2. Yeah, I know. Go ahead, flame me for not liking Heart Gold and Soul Silver the best. Go ahead, I don't care. I couldn't care less. Go ahead, throw your tomatoes. But yeah, I really do hope they bring, like, Black 2, White 2. The reason I thought it was so much better than any Pokemon game was the sheer variety they had in the Pokemon. Like, I want that again. I want 300 Pokemon again for the national decks. For this, well, not national decks, but regional decks. You know, for this region. If we're even going to a new region. I don't know what the region's called yet. You could have let us have some name, Nintendo. Whatever. Anyway, now for stuff I do like about what they're doing. First up, the first worldwide release. Thank you. What took so long? What took you so long? I know you have plenty of other games to work with, but, you know, Pokemon is a popular franchise. This crap has been happening since Gen 2. I can understand if it, like, Gen 1 I could understand, because it's a new series and you're not sure how it's going to appeal to everyone. Because it was a huge success in Japan, what about America? We don't know yet. And so they did it, and it was a worldwide success. Gen 2, I can't understand. You really had to work on localization better. Gen 3 did it too. Gen 4 did it as well. Gen 5 did it as well, like it or not. Though Gen 5 has had it a bit better with it. You know, it's been a bit better in terms, well, for Black and White 2 anyway. And then, Gen 6 isn't gonna do it. It took you how many years? How many to finally make a worldwide release? It took you this long. What took so long? Honestly, Nintendo. It's about time. Idiots. Anyway, yeah. So, basically, I guess now I should start talking about the Pokemon, the 5 Pokemon that are revealed so far, and I will do other impressions videos on this game. I plan to do at least 1 or 2 more, and I plan to keep this under 15 minutes as well. Crap. Stupid time limits on YouTube. Anyway, I guess I should talk about the Pokemon now. Oh, crap. Is it? Okay, good. First up is Chespin. Okay, first up, Chespin. You couldn't have made any better name for that. Pokemon names recently have been lacking, though I will say there are a few names that are kind of cool, I guess. But, no, I like Gen 5. I like its Pokemon. Its variety in Pokemon was really nice, though I will say some of them just look really, really stupid. Like Dromaka or whatever. You can clearly tell that some of the newer designs, you know, that they were running out of ideas. Although they did have a lot of good ideas in Gen 5 as well. So Gen 5, in terms of Pokemon, was a bit of a mixed bag. Though I did like other Pokemon, like Oshawott, Samurai. I liked all the starters in it. I liked the starters and their evolutions. I liked Zekrom and Reshiram and Kyurem and its little forms when it fuses with them. I liked Victini. I liked the Musketeer trio. I liked Zoroark and Zorua and all that. I liked most of the Pokemon. They really did grow on me, and some of them I liked from the start. But you can clearly tell that they're really running out of ideas now. Though it's not, like, so bad, but, you know, it's getting there. It's getting to the point where we're going to have a Pokemon made out of dust, and then it's going to have no... It's going to the point where they're just going to take a cloud in the sky, take a picture of it, and there you go, we're just going to put that picture, and that's going to be your next Pokemon. It's going to be up to that at Generation 7, I guarantee it. So first up, Chespin. Okay. Chespin in terms of... it looks like what you could find as a normal grass type, kind of like Deerling. Also, who would want a normal grass type? I like I like Deerling though in terms of looks and what she is. You know, I like what what they were trying to do with the season that changed thing, and I hope they bring that back again as well. I know I'm greedy, but you know, I think they have to. You know, for Sawbuck and Deerling, because I like those two. I like what they do, and there's nothing that's gonna change that. So do it, Nintendo. Anyway, I'm demanding. Chespin looks like what you could find in the wild. So I don't get that at all. Yeah. But in terms of Chespin, he's probably my second favorite of the starters that, like, that we don't know if it's going to be the starter, because, no, we don't have any information, but it's assumed that he's going to be the starter, and it's so obvious. But yeah, his US name is Chespin, his Japanese name is, and I'm going to screw this up. Oh boy, I probably already screwed up in this video already. Harimaran. Ron. I can't say it. I can't say it. I can't deal with it. Next up is Fennekin or Fennekin or whatever. Honestly, I hope they don't go I hope they don't go with Fennekin. If it's Fennekin, I swear to God. I like Fennekin. Fennekin sounds cooler. Because, I don't know, it just does. Anyway, Fennekin's probably my favorite. Because, you know, it's cute. I like it. It's a cute Pokemon. It's not quite up there in terms of cuteness with, Cyndaquil. Well, look up a picture of Cyndaquil. It's adorable. But I like Fennekin. What is it, Nintendo? It's presumed that he's going to be the fire starter. No duh. And, yeah, so far he's going to be my choice until I see the evolutions and see what are better. Because I usually get them based on looks, not stats, because, I don't know. I don't battle that much, and whatever. Anyway. Oh, on to the worst of these Pokemon. I don't know. Froakie. I don't know how to say it. Please, tell me, Nintendo! Froakie is probably my least favorite out of all these, because he looks retarded. He just... You know, if they just got rid of all the thing on his nose, if they just got rid of that, I would have no problem with him. But I honestly think he's probably... You know, water types haven't really been all that impressive in terms of Pokemon. Squirtle is the best, of course. I like Totodile. Totodile's okay. Mudkip, I don't like Mudkip. Piplup I thought was really good as well, which is, you know, we have a penguin now. I don't remember the last time we had a penguin. At least, you know, I have to look, because there's so many Pokemon now, I can't keep track of all 649. And yes, that's how many there are currently. Well, maybe there's more. Do these guys count? Tell me, Nintendo! But, yes, they basically, there's a lot of guys, and, well, it's hard to keep track, and all that, and, just let me know in a comment if there has been, because there's a lot of Pokemon, and I can't be bothered to look at every single one in the same picture, because I don't know. I can't be bothered to look at every single Pokemon. Especially not Scraggy, the worst Pokemon in existence. Oh, sorry, I just had to say that. Yeah, he looks really dumb, I think. I really don't like him. I mean, maybe his evolutions will be cool. I mean, at first, I thought Oshawott was really, really bad. And I thought his evolution was so awesome, and I thought, hey, you know what? Maybe I'll choose Oshawott after all. I mean, Samurott looks cool. I actually am one of those few idiots that you can flame me for. and you'd say, oh, you idiot, why do you like this and all that, like Sonic fanboys usually do. I actually like Samurott. Go ahead, flame me, I don't care. Alright, I'm going to cut down here for part 2.